So hi everybody, today I'm going to go ahead and show you some tips and tricks that you can do with your Fire Stick remote and some other settings inside of your Fire Stick that you may not even known about. So stay tuned, I'll show you what it is. It's time for streaming. Hi everybody and welcome to my channel. Thanks for tuning in today. I really do appreciate it. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for coming on and dropping back in. If you're new to the channel and you like what you're seeing, please don't forget to click on that like and subscribe button, ring that bell. This way you know when I do go ahead and put up some more videos. Now, the one thing I want to show you is how to go ahead and restart your Fire Stick without having to go all the way over to the right. Then you click on settings, then you come on down, you click on My Fire TV. So there is a faster way for you to go ahead and do this if you need to, because maybe your Fire Stick is running just a little bit too slow, and it also helps with clearing the cache and all. So let's go ahead, let me tell you how to go ahead and restart your Fire Stick by just using your remote. So I'm back onto the home screen. So what you want to do is on your remote is hold down the enter button and the play button at the same time. Just give it a couple of seconds and you're going to see that the Fire Stick is going to turn itself off and turn itself back on. Now this is easier than trying to reach behind your TV and unpowering your Fire Stick from there, or trying to reach underneath maybe your TV console and trying to get to the plug. It's, it makes it a little bit harder. This is just a faster way to go ahead and give your Fire Stick a nice, good refresh start before using it. This is also, like I say, it's going to help out with clearing up the cache. And as you can see, it comes back in really fast. Also, one thing I want to point out to you is that anytime you're streaming anything, you want to protect yourself from your internet provider. Always use a great VPN. The one I recommend is IPVanish VPN. Low prices, connect up to multiple devices, and you can stream safe without your internet provider knowing what you're doing. Now, another thing that you may want to do is you may want to use your Fire Stick to go ahead and surf the web. You may want to check out your Facebook. You may want to check out some other things. Who cares? Whatever you want to do. Now, a lot of times you can go ahead and download Google onto here. You can download your Firefox. I have videos on how to go ahead and do that. But the one that's built in, that's really good for the Fire Stick and made for the Fire Stick, is Silk Browser. Now, what you need to do is just go over to the left to find, come on down, and you want to type in the following. You just want to type in BROW, then come on over, go up to where it says browser, click on browser, give that a few seconds for the page to change, then come down where it says searching apps, then click on where it says internet, Amazon Silk. This is the one that you really want to go ahead and use. It works fast, works nice, and of course you could go ahead and search wherever you want to be. Of course, when you're on your TV, you could go ahead and calibrate the display, but for right now, I'm just going to click on cancel. Let's click that home button on our remote and let's go to the next tip. Now, another thing people may want to do is go ahead and hook up some Bluetooth headphones, maybe Bluetooth earbuds, or even a Bluetooth mouse. This way they don't use the regular Fire Stick remote. You have a Bluetooth remote that you could go ahead and use. Now, the one way you could go ahead and do it is come on over to where the settings are, then scroll on down, and you want to go over to where it says controllers and Bluetooth devices. Once you have done that, you could go ahead and hook up your gaming controller if you like, or other Bluetooth devices. If you click on it, it says add Bluetooth device. Once you click on that again, it's going to start searching for the device that you're going to go ahead and connect. Then it'll ask you to pair it. You click on pair, and then you will be connected. Let's click on that home button on a remote. Now, if you notice when you're on the home screen and you scroll down, you can see there's some movies and on here and all that for you that you may want to go ahead and watch, but you really don't know too much about it, what it's all about. So it's a thing called text banner. Now, what you need to do is go ahead and hold down the fast forward and the rewind button at the same time. Give it a few seconds, and the text banner is going to go ahead and show up just like this one here. And you could go ahead and read all of this if you like, or you can just go say, okay. Now, once you do that, here you can see it tells you automatically what the show is all about. Go ahead and click that 3-line button on your remote or the menu, and it shows you the options of where you could go ahead and watch the show. Now let's go back, click that home button on our remote, and let's go to the next tip. Now, sometimes as you're watching your TV, you may feel like your Fire Stick doesn't have the proper resolution for you to go ahead and watch. So to fix this, what you want to do is to go ahead and hold down your directional pad up, and then what you need to do is hold the rewind button at the same time. Give it a few seconds, and you're going to see that the resolution will come up on your TV. My current resolution is 1080p by 60 hertz. Now what's going to happen is going to cycle through different types of resolutions. You see the countdown going on, and when you got the one that you really like, just use current resolution. Let's go back now, click that home button on our remote. Now there is another way for you to go ahead and get to your settings instead of scrolling all the way over to the right, and you click on the gear. What you want to do, let's just say you're over here on your home area. You just want to hold down the home button, give it a few seconds, just hold it down. Here it goes. It brings up a shortcut right away. So now you could go into your profiles, you could go to your ambient, you could have your Fire Stick go to sleep. You could go into mirroring. This way, if you want, you could take your phone and mirror everything onto your Fire Stick that you have on your phone. Another great option if you have apps that you cannot install onto your Fire Stick. Go over to the right and you got your settings, click on it, and it brings you right to the settings menu really fast. Click that home button on a remote again, and we'll go into another tip. The one thing that you want to do is make sure that you always have the latest update. Hold down that home button. Let's go over to the right. Let's go into settings. Come on down. Go to My Fire TV. And then you want to go down and make sure that you have the latest settings. Mine right now is doing an update as we are doing this video for you, which is good. It's automatically doing it. That's fine. But always make sure that your Fire Stick is up to date. This way you get the best use of your Fire Stick. Click that home button on your remote. So now let's say you're watching some videos and you got your volume up, but you're really still not hearing it the way you want to hear it. We could go ahead and enhance the volume on your Fire Stick. I'm going to hold down that home button on my remote like we did. Come over to settings. Once we're done with settings, then you want to go ahead and come down to display and sounds. Click on display and sounds. Come on down to where it says audio. Click on audio. Then you want to go ahead and click on advanced audio. Click on that. You want to go down to where it says dialogue enhancer. And here you can see it says boost the vocals to make it easier to understand the dialogue. Click it, turn it on. Now, while we're in here, you want to go ahead and turn on your volume leveler. What this is going to do, let's just say, for instance, you're watching YouTube. The volume's good. Now, all of a sudden, you want to jump into Prime Video. Now, the sound is blasting because you went from one app to a different app, and they may have different types of volumes. So with the volume leveler, you click on, and it's going to make it nice and easy to listen to the same level. And one is not going to be blasting, and the other one is slow. They're all going to be the same level of volume. So let's say your Fire Stick is acting up and you want to factory reset your Fire Stick, or you just want to go ahead and give your Fire Stick away to somebody. You don't need them having your personal information on the Fire Stick. So what you need to do is on your remote, hold down the back button, and on the directional pad, hold down the right side, all at the same time. Give it a few seconds for it to go ahead, cycle through, and then it will come up and it'll ask you to go ahead and factory reset your remote. Give it a few seconds, let go of it. Here it is, reset the factory defaults. You could go ahead and click on OK or wait for the countdown to finish and it will do it automatically. I'm not going to reset mine right now, being that we are doing this tutorial for you to see on things that you can do with your Fire Stick and Fire Stick remote. Now, another thing you want to do is when you're going ahead and you're setting up your Fire Stick, some options that you really want to go ahead and turn off. So you go over to your settings menu, you come on down to where it says preferences, click on preferences. Then you parental controls, you either leave them on or you turn them off. Click that back button. Privacy settings, you can manage sharing your apps, stored email, device usage, always turn that off. Okay, you don't need Amazon to know or collect anything. Same thing with the next one down, collect app usage. You don't need them to know. Okay, then you have your Amazon photos, interest based ads. You could go ahead and turn this off also. Come on down, notification settings. You can go ahead and turn this off also. App notifications, if you click on this, you can let them know and tell you, yes, okay, I need an update, or I don't. It's up to you if you want to turn any one of those off. Featured content, allow video autoplay. That's when you're on the main screen of your Fire Stick. All of a sudden, that big ad will start playing by itself. Turn it off and allow audio autoplay. Go ahead and turn that off also. So another thing, if you want, you could go ahead over to equipment control. That's inside your settings. Scroll down, equipment control, click on it. Here it says equipment control, control your TV and audio equipment with Fire TV and Alexa, if you like. Then you go down to manage equipment, click on it. You can add equipment if you like. Okay, let's say sound bar, whatever. You can go ahead right in here, and then it'll go ahead and look for missing things that you have. See right here, sound bar, cable, satellite. You could go all through these and set it up the way you would like. When you come down to where it says TV, and you can increase the volume. If you tell your Fire TV to go ahead and increase the volume, it'll increase it by 5 levels. Okay, you got your infrared options, your power controls, input switching, or you can change the TV that you're using. Because you're using a new TV, you hooked it up, and you could go ahead and tell it, your Fire Stick, what TV you now have. Then, of course, you have your advanced settings. You have your power timing on when you want to go ahead and to turn off when it's not being used. So right here is another good way of letting you know of what you have to do with your equipment. This way, if you walk away from your TV, it doesn't just stay on, it'll turn off after a certain amount of time. That's it for this short video with your Fire Stick tips and tricks. I hope you enjoy it. Leave your comments down below. Let me know if there's something I may have missed or something that you may have known and I don't know about it. But remember, day or night, it's time for streaming.